Near Ararat in western Victoria stood a sacred tree known as the Directions Tree, one of many culturally significant trees of the Djab Wurrung people. Sitting around the council fire, a couple of the elders shared that these aren't just old eucalypts. They are living ancestors, each tied to stories, ceremony, and identity. Some are birthing trees where women of the Djab Wurrung have given birth for generations, their placentas buried in the roots to link each new life to country. Others, like the Directions Tree, are part of a cultural system where land and people are bound together. D.T. Zelenak, a Djab Wurrung man, explained the deep significance of the Directions Tree, how traditionally a child's placenta would be planted with a seedling to grow into that child's guardian tree. In that way, every child grew up with a guardian tree, a living kinship between body, earth, and spirit. These trees orient people, not only in the physical landscape, but in the spiritual one, the four directions, each carrying teachings and presence. These trees are part of an ancient cultural landscape that has survived for tens of thousands of years. They hold memory and ceremony, carrying the songs and spirit of the Djab Wurrung forward. In 2019, the Directions Tree became the center of a heated conflict between the Victorian government and the Djab Wurrung community. Plans to duplicate a section of the Western Highway threatened several of these sacred trees. The government argued that the road was necessary for safety and progress. The Djab Wurrung people argued that destroying these trees would sever living connections to their culture, ancestors, and spirituality, a loss that can never be replaced. For more than a year, members and supporters of the Djab Wurrung Heritage Protection Embassy camped at the site, holding vigil and ceremony to protect the trees. It drew national and international attention, becoming a symbol of the broader struggle. How do we value sacred indigenous heritage in a modern world? Although some trees were protected after negotiations, others were cut down. The Directions Tree itself stood at the heart of this struggle, embodying both the fragility and the endurance of culture. When you stand before it, you're not just seeing an old tree. You're seeing a living sacred being, and you're standing in the middle of an unresolved story about connection, respect, and whether modern society can learn to walk with ancient wisdom rather than against it. I feel a big responsibility to share the wisdom I received from this tree elder, because it was brutally torn from the land by the Victorian government only a few months after this spirit encounter. If you want to hear the wisdom of the Directions Tree, become a member of the EagleHeart Shaman YouTube channel. Tree teachings are only some of the perks of membership, and you'll be helping me to bring forth more ancient wisdom and sound healing.